referring to?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it actually
Tefel just
worked.
pulled like 8 drones
But it actually worked. That's what killed Tefel in that game. That was the one map Uthermal took.
Yeah.
It was pretty sick display of micro.
Yeah, I thought Tefel defended after that drone pull when he killed, you know, those SCVs and Marines or whatever, and he still ended up losing. It
Yeah.
was quite funny.
That genuinely was a really interesting game. So
Yep, so let's see if Noname will go for some shenanigans here, or if he'll just play a very standard game. Playing for Russian Universe of Warhammer is the teal Terran in the bottom location, and in the top we have playing for Team Dignitas. Here you can see their sponsors: Alienware, Intel, Be Quiet, Scan, blah 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 blah. Is the green Zerg player from Poland, 26 years old. He's been playing computer games, I think for as long as he can remember, you know.
yeah, man, Tefel used to be a Brood War player.
Yep.
We had a bit of a chat about his time in Brood War when I met him at I-50 at UK LAN, so that was pretty awesome. Yeah, you know, I think more importantly, let's talk about Russian Universe of Warhammer, because everyone knows who Dignitas is.
Yep.
But Russian Universe of Warhammer are a team which this surprises me, they don't have any sponsors. Now, you might think, well, there's loads of teams out there without sponsors, but these guys, they have a pretty decent lineup of players. They've got a few players who are very close to making WCS every now and then. They've got Noname, who's already been in WCS. They've got Satini and SYZ, both very good players as well. You know, their lineup is so strong, and yet a lot of people will just kind of think of them as, well, who are this team? And even I did for quite a long time, but their lineup is ridiculous for kind of their lack of significance in the scene.
Yeah, that is definitely something to think about. Now Tefel, he is moving in with this Overlord, and he is going to very correctly assume that this will be a Reaper opening, since he did see the barracks working. Nothing's attacking his Overlord, and he did not see a Marine pop out. It's way beyond the time when the Marine should have been finished, which is 3 minutes and 9 seconds. So he knows what he is facing. He'll be getting his queens the first thing he can get. Still no Zerglings being queued up, and that's fine. You know, he opened with a pull first. He already has the queen out. The queen is trying to go find a good position to intercept the Reaper here, and will do so very nicely.
I like that Noname is changing things up, though. You know, just opening the Reaper expand, he can still do many things from this. He can still go into mech. He can still, you know, do Hellion Bounty. He can still go straight into bio if he wants to. You know, he can do whatever. But it's nice to just see him change his opening up, because twice now we've seen him open Command Center first. And, you know, now he changes up in case Tefel decides, well, I'm just going to punish you because you're being too predictable. So, really nice to see Noname changing things up. And especially on this map, it's so much smaller. It's a good time to change things up, I feel, to go into this Reaper expand now. And you can do a lot of damage with these Reapers jumping in and out of the main base a lot. Probably won't manage it here, though.
You can kind of see the reasoning behind Tefel's only 14 pool openings. Because with a 15 hatch, when the first Reaper arrive, you just have your first couple of queens in production. They're not out yet. But with a 14 pool opening, that queen is already out there. So if we take a look at what the double Reaper combo of Noname is doing right now, it's doing absolutely nothing.
Look at this, though, in the left-hand side. Double starport. This is different,
Wow.
you could say.
Could this be double starport Banshee?
Well, of course it would. I don't think he's going to proxy Vikings.
I don't think he would.
That would be crazy, though. Find some way to kill the queens with your Reapers, and then just fly in fly in the Vikings, kill all the Overlords.
You know,
and Tefel just can't do anything because he lost all his supply. That'd be funny.
You know, Tefel might actually just lose to this. This is
Well,
one of those. This is one of those builds which you absolutely have to know is coming. If you don't know this is coming, then, you know, I mean, what kind of anti-air is he going to have?
He's got his lair on the way, and he does have 4 queens out, which is a good start. Because 4 queens against 2 banshees is going to be okay. 4 queens against 4 banshees is still doable if he has enough transfusers, but he's spreading a lot of creep right now. So this is tough for him. Now, if he could just put 1 spore crawler down in each mineral line, it would help him out tremendously. But
you know, one tell that Tefel could think that something really odd is happening here. He's seen no Hellions with these Reapers so far. which is the usual follow-up if you're going bio. So he has to know something is a little bit off. At least, you know, not the normal transitioning here for the Terran player. I wouldn't be surprised if he started to scout around a little bit more. Let's see what he's seen and if he scouted anything else. He has scouted a little bit with his Overlord in the bottom, and he's been chased away by the Marines, so he does not really know what is happening inside of his opponent's base. He's moving forward with a couple of roaches. That's good for him, because he's going to force a defensive response, and he's going to see what units are going to be defending the roaches. But with the, I don't know, there's only one barracks and widow lines. This could do a lot of damage. The bunker is not even finished yet, and Noname might be forced to bring his Banshees down here to try and defend versus these roaches.
Tefel's an overseer, which is a good start as these two Banshees come in, and they're not going after the queen straight away here, which is nice for Tefel because he needs all of his queens together to defend this, really. And now he does start pulling all his queens together. He does have some transfuses, but he misses his first transfuse. At the same time, the roaches fall natural, and Noname is back in his main base, so damage being done on either side of the map, and Tefel takes down one Banshee. The second Banshee is starting to fall as well.
Yeah, it definitely is. Those two queens are
Gonna get it.
only moderately damaged. The Banshees get taken out. The natural for Noname is still being denied by the roaches, and Noname right now has no other option than to try to go ahead and cause more hurt to the Zerg player, try to do more damage. I don't think he's going to be successful though. I mean, Tefel knows now what he's facing. He's building spores everywhere. He's going to be really... But he has to be careful of these queens. Oh, last second transfuse on that one. Two Banshees incoming here. Tefel does not see them just yet. Wow,
Yeah,
one queen
this
pays
is,
the price.
This is kind of tough for him. He's got queen over his third base. He starts to hard risk then, and I mean, that's obviously going to help him a lot here. Spore crawlers are up, but they're not really in the best positions to defend, and against two Banshees, you can't really just, pull them forward, and one Banshee may go down here. It's going to be pretty close. It will go down, and the second Banshee starts to take damage, but take out another queen, and more spore crawlers coming up. And Noname takes his natural.
Tefel lost 4 queens already to this. Fortunately for Tefel, the additional infrastructure and production for Noname has not finished up yet, but with that second factory, once that factory starts getting siege tanks, it's going to be really difficult for Tefel to continue this harassment with roaches, and he's taking so much damage from those Banshees already. I mean, this is eating into everything he's doing, be it number of available larvae, creep spread, anti-air. This is just really slowing him down painfully and forcing him to stay around his bases where he has detection and queens for defense.
Here comes Hydras, man, and Banshee, boom, goes down, and these Hydras give him so much more mobility on the map now. No-Name supply blocked, and he's only just managed to really take his natural, and he's going to go into tank production. He's going to try and go into mech from this, but he hasn't done damage really. I mean, he killed a lot of queens, but he took so much damage himself, and got denied from mining for so long.
Yeah, that's a good point you're making. I mean, he lost 4 Banshees. Those 4 Banshees, that's a heavy gas investment. If he were to keep those Banshees alive with a little bit more micro,